Welcome to day 4 of the GameDropZone Game of the Year deliberations. DJ Slick Shimsy here with DJ Creamy Dropper Kershaw. How are you doing?
Why am I Creamy Dropper?
You're like a pucked Creamy Dropper. Anyway, we're going to talk about the best soundtrack.
You asked what was my DJ name, and I was thinking, oh, I'll be like DJ fucking Zeal or some shit, and you're like, no, you're Creamy Dropper.
The Zeal 1123.
Yeah, that's all I could come up with. I'm not
the big
original.
MK. The big Creamy Dropper. I prefer Creamy Dropper. It's got connotations. Yeah, best soundtrack of the year. This is maybe my favourite one. My favourite.
I don't know
discussion.
why we're even having this, because the winner is already Syndicate.
Yeah, Syndicate of 2012, 2011.
Yep. It's going to win every year.
Yeah. That dance club scene. So good.
Happy Minigun.
Yeah. But yeah, we've got a selection of games. So this is going to be a bit different than the other podcasts. We've listened to a load of different songs from these games. We're going to talk about them generally, and then if all goes well, you'll be able to listen to some snippets from them as well. They should be slipped in nicely. Unless it all fails and I get sued for copyright. In which case, you won't hear them.
Have fun with that.
Yeah.
I'll visit you in jail, don't worry.
Just fucking, I'm in squid jail. Just plastered against the wall by Squid Spunk. Which brings us to our first game, which is Splatoon.
Man, Splatoon, that's a game.
Squid Sisters. It's the track.
Squid Sisters is the best part about that game.
Yeah, that song appears at the end of the single player. It's like a giant half an hour-ish boss fight. It's really actually a great scene.
Spoiler alert, we're going to spoil games, you fight a giant thing at the end. Also, Sean is the head of the Institute.
Good, yeah, I forgot about that one. Also, Sean is Morgan Freeman, in case you'd forgotten. Go back to podcast 1. Yeah, Squid Sisters plays basically for, maybe like 15 minutes on loop as you're combating this giant octopus on this really high-intensity platforming scene. It's fucking amazing. It's
really good. I haven't played it, but I've seen it, and it's like, the atmosphere of that boss fight is great. Yeah,
I think there's 2 songs. I think the octopus dude has his own theme as well. That happens either before or after Squid Sisters. That's really the stellar song here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the rest of the songs, though?
I can't remember them, so I'm going to say not great.
So I know for words Splatoon can't win just because it has one good song.
I mean, yeah. I mean, do you remember the Plaza music? You know, when you're just like going around the shops and there's really good like music coming out of the speakers on the stage. But yeah, I don't remember great music across the board so much as just that one song. So number 2, I really should have got the list up of the games we were talking about.
Number 2 is Halo 5.
Yeah, Halo 5. You've got a big 2-disc soundtrack, a mix of classical and new. This is by what's his name, Jamanuchi, the dude from the Metal Gear games. Came over on Halo 4. Yeah, he did some amount of the Metal Gear soundtrack, and he was on Halo 4 with Davidge, and now he did the entirety of Halo 5. I understand.
I didn't hear enough anime in that for it to be a Japanese person.
It's got the Mantis theme. I don't know if you remember that from Halo 4.
No, I don't.
It's the Mantis music. It's really good. It's probably the best part of that soundtrack. I don't really like the Halo 5 soundtrack. It's kind of dull. Much of a muchness.
Meh. Yeah, it's not that great. I mean, there's some really, like, great Halo-esque kind of music, you know, with, like, the humming and the just atmosphere, but
yeah.
It's just dull for the rest of it. Like, I don't care about fucking Jameson Locke's theme.
I didn't cry once in Halo 5. That should tell you how I feel about it.
Yeah, so
I cry every time I play Halo 4. That fucking music hits, you know, and like Lasky's got the Infinity. He's taken out the Promethean ship.
Yeah.
Fucking music hits. I'm just in tears every time.
Do you use your tears as lube as you jack off to that scene?
Basically, yes. Yeah. That and any time Sarah Palmer's on screen is just me going wild. Also Squid Sisters. Yeah, I don't think either of us are too hot on Halo 5, are we?
No, but I am hot on the next one, and that is Undertale.
Yeah, this is a weird one. I didn't know what to expect because I've never listened to it. Maybe you run down what you like about it.
Undertale is an alright game. I'd say it's probably better than average, despite how rabid and in some ways awful the fan base is about how great this game is, like with the whole, you know, the game fact shit.
Oh, yeah.
Where they were like, Undertale is better than all these classic games.
I mean, to be fair,
It's
Zelda sucks, so yeah, Undertale is probably better.
I don't like Zelda, but I can still say it's better than Undertale.
Just, I like Zelda, that was a joke.
Yeah, I know you. Oh boy, I know you like Zelda and Link.
Yeah, I particularly like Link without any pants on. Carry on.
Yep. But yeah, Undertale, the soundtrack is the greatest part about that game. It covers such a great range from just like really like calm and relaxing ambient music, like when you're in that snow town for a little bit. Like when I say for a little bit, it's like maybe half an hour to an hour, just running back and forth through there. At least for me, because I'm like 8 hours in the game and I still haven't finished it. But to then just like super intense boss fight music that just gets you so pumped up, like fucking Megalovania.
Yeah, that one was good.
I made you listen to that, but there's just so many different ones in there. It's just great. I love the soundtrack. I still listen to the soundtrack for this game, even though I haven't played it in like weeks.
Yeah, I definitely liked Megalovania. I liked Thunder Snail. Is that the really cool? Yeah. There was another one that like jumped from speaker to speaker. Amalgam or something. That's a pretty nice one. Hopefully we'll have some of these in the podcast for people to listen to.
Yeah, it's just the soundtrack for this game is amazing.
Yeah, it reminds me of last year's Crypt of the Necrodancer. Just like this really, I mean, it is like a quite small indie game, but it just has like amazing music.
Yeah.
I honestly though, I do prefer the things like Snowtown. Like, the more I don't fucking anything about music, so I'm just going to throw out words and hope they're right. The more like orchestral, I guess, like the more actual musical instruments I prefer, as opposed to like I think it's chiptune.
Yeah, I mean, it's very. I don't know if it's chiptune exactly. I don't know the definition of chiptune, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
There's very like
pixely
limited
music.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go for that. Pixel music.
Yeah.
Game Boy music.
There you go. I've never been a massive fan of that, probably because I was never a massive fan of the Game Boy of that era or anything. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely some stuff going on in that soundtrack.
Yeah.
I imagine, the boss fights. I kind of wish I should have actually looked up a couple of videos off them to see like how. Does the music go with the bosses? Like, is that a thing?
Oh, right. If you don't care about me spoiling the game, after this podcast, I will send you a video for the fight that Megalovania plays on, and you will see how well everything matches together.
Yeah. I imagine that would make it excel, I guess. Because it does sound like the kind of music that would be really good. A bit like the Squid Sisters music.
Yeah.
Yeah, Destiny?
Destiny, yeah, you sent me a link to a song that was just screaming for like 40 seconds.
Yeah, Death Singer Dirge, I think that's called. I love the original Destiny soundtrack, and this is like the Taken King soundtrack is actually songs from that and the other 2 expansions that came out this year. It's all just on one album. But I really like I just fucking really like that music. I liked it in the original game, like it's not got Marty O'Donnell's name on it anymore, but you can tell it's by him.
There's a distinct lack of hope for the future in there.
I know, no Paul McCartney. It's a bit of a shame. I really like, Dark Blade is pretty good song. That goes well with the game because you jump into that huge pit and the face.
I was going to ask, is that the one that was like really like interesting?
Yeah, it's like first minute is like pretty standard, just like humming background music, and then it goes like super, not fucking dubsteppy, but you know what I mean, super synthy.
Yeah.
What else did we listen to on that one? There was Harbinger. We took a listen to Harbinger, which is pretty standard Destiny music. Mara's theme. I think that's the one that plays over the intro.
I couldn't find it. If the video I watched was the intro, then it wasn't that.
Yeah. Anyway, that's like one of the things when she's on screen. I quite like the Awoken music. It's very lady singing kind of style.
Yeah.
It's just a damn good soundtrack. I listen to that quite often because it's one of the few soundtracks I have on my phone. Just because I don't like songs with vocals in them to listen to when I'm trying to write or anything, or like do any work really. So I just throw on some Destiny soundtrack.
Yeah.
Except for the screaming. It's never good. And then Persona 4 Dancing All Night, which is kind of a cheat because the whole game is a game about music. But yeah, it's all like remix tunes from Persona 4 by various artists and stuff.
There was only one Miku song in there. I was disappointed, and it wasn't that good.
Yeah, I don't know what Miku's role is. I actually haven't played Persona 4 Dancing All Night yet. It's something I know I'm getting for Christmas because I bought it myself. haven't been able to play it.
Did you buy it and wrap it up yourself and put like, to Kyle from Santa?
Yeah, that's my entire tree is just filled with presents from me to me. Just like torturing myself for weeks. But no, I haven't played the game yet. I've just been listening to the soundtrack for about 6 months since it came out in Japan.
Yeah, it was nice. Didn't a Persona game win last year?
No, it was Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate. Which was
like the super anime sounding thing.
Yeah. I really like my favorite song off the Persona 4 one was at the moment I think it's probably Snowflakes, just because it's kind of Christmassy. That's the one with the nice jingle too that starts like I Need a Hero, that classical 90s song.
Yeah.
The Bandbox remix of Best Friends, real hot. The main theme dance is just some really jive ass pop.
Yeah.
But yeah, to me this category comes down to Persona 4 Dancing All Night and probably Undertale because the others don't match up.
Yeah.
Where do you fall on these?
I mean, I really do like Undertale, but I also like weeby anime-ish music, and Persona had that, so it's really hard to decide.
Yeah. See, like,
I would guess that since I've been listening to Undertale, I would probably go for that, whereas you would probably go for Persona because you've been listening to that.
I also have lots of memories of like Persona 4 music, so to hear it remixed, to hear like Your Affection remix is just you get emotions off that like 70-hour summer I spent playing Persona 4 Golden on my Vita.
Where's your Vita now, Kyle?
It's in my pants, in fact. Where else do you think I keep it? No, it's ready. I've cleared some space, so now in a, well, spoilers, we're recording this before Christmas. In a couple of days' time, I'll be dancing myself to Yosuke's cross-dressing body.
That's everything I'm into.
Oh, fucking Yosuke. You can give him cat ears.
Again, everything I'm into.
Yeah, like... I was thinking about the actual soundtracks. I wasn't just thinking about Yosuke, I promise.
Sure, whatever you say.
I mean, I'm always thinking about Yosuke, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't have the context. I mean, neither of us have the context of the games they're in. Just the button.
It's real.
I don't know. I mean, it's up to you.
What do you mean it's up to me?
I mean, I don't... It doesn't... I like some of Undertale. I don't like the more pixely music.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I like some of the Persona 4 Dancing All Night songs. I don't like... I like some of the slower ones. There's like orchestral we're going to bring out the brass for a couple of versions. I like them, but I don't like the... There's slower remixes of songs by random artists that I just don't care for.
Yeah.
And that's like a good third of the soundtrack. So at some point, I like elements of both. I don't know. But also Dancing All Night's kind of cheating because they're actual songs as opposed to ambient music.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, where do you fall on these things?
It's, we don't have the context for each of us things. Like, I'm sure if I sent you videos of, just different, like, Undertale boss fights or different ambient locations and stuff, or even if you played the game, then you might appreciate it more. The same if I listened to more of the Persona stuff, or if I played Persona 4 and I got those like nostalgic feels that you get when you listen to it.
Yeah, maybe that's the difference here, is that Undertale works with what's in the game, whereas Persona 4 is just an interactive album almost,
Yeah.
So it's like when we're talking about soundtrack, we're talking about how well this music accompanies the experience. Therefore, Undertale would be the one with the better experience.
Didn't we exclude GTA 5 last year or the year before because it was licensed music? Isn't licensed music in Persona 4?
No, they're all Persona songs.
Oh, okay.
Just remixed by other people. But none of them are licensed. That's why we haven't got Battlefield Hardline with that 20-year-old hot Here Come the Police song.
Whoop, whoop! It's the sound of the police!
There you go. Otherwise, that one, I was going to put that one in there till I realised the licensed soundtrack rule. Because otherwise, Metal Gear would just win, because of course it fucking would.
Oh god, yeah, Metal Gear would easily win. 80s music is the best.
Yeah, but I don't dig the music in the actual game, though, the original stuff.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Snake Eater, because that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So I think in the spirit of this award, where we're talking about soundtrack as opposed to just song, I'm willing to go with Undertale if you tell me it actually works with the game.
It really does work with the game.
Complements it.
Yeah, I mean, there's some just great moments with the music in that game that, like the more ambient sort of stuff that you said you liked. There's more of that in there. I just couldn't pick it out from like the list of 100+ OST playlist.
Yeah, it is sizable. I mean, so is Persona 4 Dancing on Light, but there are a lot of remixes, so
yeah,
a lot of the same song done by different squeaky Japanese computers.
If there was more Miku, I would happily go for Persona no matter what.
Listen to Snowflakes. I almost wanted to put like outro music off that song on this video, but then we'd almost certainly get sued because it would be so long.
Yeah.
But yeah, Undertale wins Best Soundtrack of 2015. We'll be back in the studio tomorrow with DJ Creamy Dropper for Game of the Year. Year. You're gonna say goodbye or what?